album. Them the only people, and them people don't buy albums. Them people don't stream music. I don't know. I don't know. My neighbor is the escape with the husband problem. People don't buy albums. People don't buy streaming music. Whatever the case, or they stuck in that whole thing, and that's just the old thing. Jay-Z put out some shit right now. It's gonna sell 2,000 things, just like poor what-you-call-us did. And that's for her talking out against the damn offset. That's against the people. Also, too, Sweetie ain't set the tone. She ain't set the tone for nothing. Put her on the Kevin Hart show, shave her head. The people don't care. The people don't care. Just a pretty face. And Gabrielle's cousin. Which is, who cares about that? And I'm sick of Gabrielle. I'm sick of Gabrielle. And this is why I'm not going to. Sick of Gabrielle. What I'm sick of is Gabrielle and that Dwayne Wade. Whatever that event was, they wore pink and he put on them damn pink shoes. Come out. Denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband is homosexual. All of them with the pink shoes, putting them up. That causes confusion. People get confused and get rude and ignorant and beside themselves. People get confused and ignorant and can't see things the genuine. Gabby is too, and that's why they work, and that's why they need to come out. When she wrote that book, it should have been a book together, and in that they could have discussed what's going on with that daughter right now, and I'm being nice, with that daughter right now, and that could have set the tone for everything that she's going through right now, and that mother wouldn't be out here trying to discuss things that she's blindsided and think, no, Gabrielle and Dwayne wrote about it in a book. Because while they're sitting there writing a book about how she eat his butt and drink wine, that daughter was going through everything in the same time. I'm sick of Gabrielle Union. More than that. Is it true one gets from Gabrielle? I don't know. I don't know. He do like a, to some degree, it's, Robin is, Robin not alpha, because she's beta to Giselle, so she's not no alpha female. And if she was, they would just have a different dynamic. If she was, I don't think they would be friends. They wouldn't be close like that. Yeah. And she's a character actor. She's just the one character. They need somebody snarky, bitchy, cold. Call Gabby. From Bring It On to Mary Jane. But they just could have done things differently. Just like I said, Beyonce want to get all this gay flair now. When she dropped B-Day, when she dropped Get Me Bodied, she could have put all the gays on, the Evisus, the Ninjas, the things like that long ago. But it wasn't time. Giselle is a fool, villain, Robin is too serious. I don't know what the hell Robin is, but I wish she would be quiet. That's that. Giselle is a mean girl. There's something about maybe there is some type of, because she got her daddy. She got some type of, that's the Louisiana in her. the New Orleans in her, something Creole, spiritual, for her to also too for her to be married to Jamal, a pastor, and she's Creole. I think that's something. Could be nothing, but I think it's something. And that's why she is the way she is, that she does the things that she does. But I'm just over that, and if they were just cool about things, whatever, and it was what it is. If they were just better girlfriends to each other, I would be all right with that. But like I said, they keep playing us for a fool, like we're really supposed to just take this whole situation and run with it, or even follow this colorism storyline. I'm not, I discussed that. I can't beat that. Well, I would discuss all these things, beat it with a dead horse. But that's where we at, and that's what they keep presenting to us. But like I said before, to the Gabrielle point, they could address so many things. They could address so many things. And it's going to take somebody like a damn August Alsina to come out and be like, I was fucking Gabrielle, or he was fucking me. Who knows? Who knows? But that's just where we are. But the pink sneakers, like, what are you trying to? What are you trying to prove exactly? And yeah, real men wear pink, but not pink sneakers in a black suit. Don't no real men wear that. Don't no real men wear that. Don't no real men wear that. So I'm sick of that. I'm sick of whatever they're pushing at the expense of this child. Hopefully nothing happens to that mother as she, his sissy style, especially as she, continues to make this claim. What is that? I'm gonna have to catch that when it comes on the thing. But even that too, pushing a church narrative or whatever they're gonna talk about, and I just don't even know. And then Shawnee, she ain't stopped selling cannabis and growing her cannabis business to be a first lady. The one that definitely don't make as much as the other. I'm sure she didn't stop growing cannabis, opening up boutiques and cafes, because she's a first lady. Now we're in a point where weed is okay. First of all, separation of church and state, period. Separation of church and state. And also to church people. And I mean, listen, if that's what they're going to get in here and talk about, how they bridging the gap between money, but how weed is not the devil, and how Moses smoked it when the bush was burning. It was Kush. He smoked the Kush bush. And if that's what she's going to do on her show, kudos to her. I might tune in. I might like that. But if she's going to try to play up this thing like Giselle of, this first lady image, knowing she walking in there smelling like eighths and greater, because she's using the money from the show to build more cafes. They both got money. They don't need nobody. They don't need more money. We definitely don't need no church shows. They don't last. What happened to that show with the lady that Heavenly was going to see when her and her husband had the show and they had the kids? What happened to the damn pastors started revealing too much of themselves and it was affecting their congregations? All them pastors on there with Grace Jones' brother and Dietrich Haddon and all that. What happened to that show? Willie Long, his show, his TV, his life got played out on TV. Didn't even get paid for it. Killed them. Hey, Tai, welcome. But I just hope it's something more. I'm gonna watch it because it's Shawnee. I'm gonna give that a try before I watch Marseille Martin. Which one? I'm gonna give it a try. But that's what this got to be given. No, people don't want to see that because that's the thing. It just the church people don't want to see that. Like I'm saying, if you can give me some real stuff, pastors, pastors go wrong in the condemning of people who live a worldly life. Also, too, I think just because you're human, there's like we call Kanye West. When people think he's responsible as a mentor or what's the word? I never get that word. An example for somebody, and he has a responsibility to do these things because he's in the media. Not the same way as a pastor who says, "Oh, I'm just a man," but because I'm so comfortable with where I am and what's going on in my life that I can a role model. Thank you. Live this funky life, but the children are still going to come to the flock. I don't like that because you are responsible for people who are more invested in the experience or are more invested in the look of what a church person looks like, so that you can't always say, "Oh, I just prayed about it. Oh, I just prayed about it. Oh, I just prayed about it," but are not putting in any work. Because honestly, real pastors are the goddamn people that are out here. I don't know how your TikTok is set up, but the real pastors are the people that like change your mindset, do the work, write it down. You know what I'm saying? Change your habits. That's pastoring. But the thing was, the guy had a joke. He said, "What do you call a book club who never changes books?" She said, "I don't know." Black lady. He said, "Church." I fell out. So they're preaching the same thing, preaching the same thing, preaching the same things. Speaking about things that you're going through, or tiptoeing around what you're actually doing so that you could bring a message of something else. And that's why you can't do that either. And I said, it depends on how you deliver, it depends on what you talk about, it depends on how you do it. You come there and talk about the week you had, the experience, the experience you had, the struggles, the highs, the lows, the rose thorn, whatever, those type of things. But that can't be the same sermon every week. You need to go and evolve, because at the end of the day, it's not even about Christianity. Is not about. I think that's why I lost somebody in here. My outlook on religion, organized religion. Christianity is not about looking or being a certain kind of way. It's about doing your best to be a certain kind of way. I'm doing the work too. I put in the work for. You know what I mean? Not if I do this, I will. If I do this, it's a given. No, because that's not how it happens. And that's where you get those types of expectations that people put in or expect from that experience. That's how things happen, and that's the circle of religion. That's how you get to the, "Oh, I'm feeling down. Now I need to go get prayed. I need to put in the money. I need to do the thing." And no. Like I said, you get on it. Depending on how your TikTok is set up. I've never been able to scroll, and people are just like, this is how I built my business. This is how I stopped doing this. This is how I grew up and do that. This is what I noticed. This is what I changed. Therapists can run a church. You can put everything you need. No. It's a church. I know you got to make a certain type of amount of money to even join the church. Credit score. What do my church in life got to do with my credit score? It's a mess. And if I'm going somewhere to learn better, to do better, to be better, y'all can come to the Kelly Collective. I'm going to encourage you, love on you. But that's what I said something about a therapist opened up a church. Huge business. Separation of the church and state because they get involved in the state's business. And now we're not even learning the church, where we get church people pushing us for political and state things that have nothing to do with me as an individual trying to be better, looking to be better, hoping for better. A better lifestyle, better habits, not finding condemnation. And, oh, I had a drink. Oh, I kissed a girl. Oh, I whatever. Change it, yeah, change it. That will change your life. For not tithing, I'm sorry, I don't have 10%. I might have $1. Also, too, why do I need to pay to be here? Churches is nonprofits, ain't they? 403(c)(b) or whatever. Y'all get your stuff paid for? Didn't nobody tell you to put, and donations and stuff like that. People always get donations and whatever, but no, I shouldn't have to pay to be here. And my presence is not quantified by how much I put inside of a basket. Child, that's been my motto. Brother Crow Church, it's a cult. Church is a cult. Church is a cult. People be so warped. People be warped. And I don't want to be involved in anything where people are warped with no action. It's just like me saying, oh, y'all should all be eating. You got to eat healthy, eat your fruits and your vegetables. And every time I'm doing a mukbang, it's a roast, pork, whatever, fruit, butters, seafood. You got to be sure to eat your healthy stuff and do the things right and make sure you leave your 10%. No, y'all not doing right. Y'all not telling me right, and y'all not doing the work that I'm looking for. And the words is everything. And that's the thing. Most pastors is very much so Corey Gamble. Offering you what you need to see, what you need to hear, being likable, being attractive, being these types of things. Fruitless. Yes, the tea, and I love it. Definitely made for control. Hey, lashes and lip gloss, honey. What's up, sis? It's just very much so that. Not and hit on you during this. Ted up there at the church house just causing a ruckus. Ain't paying, and you luring the pastors in. Lashes, we talking about so many things. I just don't even know where to begin. I think I'm about to be on my way out of here. Am I? It's been 3 hours. It was just 2.5. An hour and a half, I feel like. To have you in the church a mess. And then see, that's the thing, like people, and that's the thing too, you focus. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like I said, you liking it. You don't go to your therapist. That's sanctified. So oh God. You don't go to your therapist. You don't go to your mentors and be on your phone. You know what I'm saying? You go there, you focus and things like that. Like, but it's a business. It's a divinely designed business that has been long in the making. Thank you so much, Hattie. I do it every time. Run it up. Run it up. I got somebody, Miss Thomas is down in the running the lights up too. Thank you, sugar. But it's just an awakening. Like I said, for me, church was like, or the Bible was, we're not talking about dinosaurs here. But I'm gonna go down to the damn Buffalo History Museum, and I'm gonna see a skeleton of a couple different dinosaurs. And I'm gonna go to school on Monday, and they're gonna tell me about prehistoric things. Like, where is this at? Because if the Bible is from when Adam and every God made the good, the world was good, and it was so. It wasn't a dinosaur roaming. That's exactly right too. Take your time, Pastor, so I can look at you longer. A mess. Amen. And I can't associate, like, I don't prescribe to things like that. It makes me think, like, do I question my wife? I forgot all about me getting a Walmart delivery. It makes me question, is it my thing with authority? I value organized and sufficient and meaningful and conducive authority. The Bible written by men that were living some type of, like, let's think, monks. Who didn't experience nothing. They wasn't out here getting seduced by Tab. They wasn't out here going through, the wheelings and dealings of love and things like that. They wasn't out here experiencing the struggles of homosexuality, heterosexuality. They suppressed everything and wrote a book of opinions and stories. Opinions. The stories are okay. The opinions that weren't accepted at that time, because this is the era that we live in. And these things are not acceptable because this person said it wasn't acceptable. And that's what I'm saying too, like, back to, I don't know, like, karma people. It's like, we heard and things, okay, we heard and seen how Kelly does these things with these girls and the things or whatever. Okay, so his karma, his repercussion is and male lovers. Julius Caesar and Hitler. And so now this is what he gets and things like that. But that is what's presented to us. And this keeps people in check. Because what I thought about when I wrote down, musical genius, creative genius, and comedic genius, is that those three people of great significance in the black community keeps those other black people in line. It's like, man, if they got R. Kelly, they'll get anybody. Man, if they denounce Bill Cosby, they'll get anybody. Damn, they taking Kanye's kids and his money, they'll get anybody. So Offset gonna wear his Balenciaga. T-Pain gonna keep playing games instead of being in the music business. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. People are gonna do what they need to do just so they stay out of that mix that way, until it is required of somebody to be the next martyr, or whatever the case may be. But at this point now, they'll just use you. They'll just take you and they'll use you. Look at fucking Takeoff. Well, let me tell you, that's what I'm saying. It becomes people's opinions and judgments about what it was, whether it was acceptable or not. Because all those things like that, as far as I know, Julius Caesar, whenever King James was Julius Caesar, I'm not exactly sure, but like bathhouses and things like that, that's what Julius Caesar was doing. And it was at a point where, and this is what I believe, that's what my cousin said, well, after what you see, none of what you hear, but it makes so much sense. It was like, everybody, and I feel like the women with the hands too was in there, book clubs wasn't about what's in between the covers, the book covers. It was what's in between, scissors, whatever. We said we're not populating the earth, okay? In 2 generations, let's say in 20 years, it's been 20 births, because everybody's doing their own things. So it had to become some sort of law. And even still, just like Hitler, what they said, Hitler was condemning and killing homosexuals all the while was a homosexual himself. So that internal demon of fighting what you're fighting outwardly, what you're battling inwardly, and things like that. That sort of thing. Or like they say now these days, like men talk about the demons that they battling all the while is homosexuality and bisexuality. So, you know, that sort of thing. And yeah, it was going on, but it wasn't acceptable. People in high places, and that's what I'm saying, we get into condemning these black men. People in high places, we get into condemning these black men and talk about people's karma for Wendy Williams. People in high places do very dastardly things, but not on a public level. So you don't know. You can't put a name to it. There's no victims. Ghislaine Maxwell, her sentence was 2 weeks. R. Kelly's thing went on for months. And still continues. Ghislaine affected more families adversely than R. Kelly did over his whole career of doing music and everything else he was doing. The people that R. Kelly dealt with benefited from that man being with them people. So much, yeah. Meanwhile, we get the people, I don't know, the list who had everybody's name on it. Definitely the double standard, right? They had them damn list, whatever they alluded to, whatever they said the list was going to be, had everybody's name on it. From Beyonce and Jay-Z to goddamn Kamala Harris, Joe Biden. So I don't understand how we're still waiting for names to be dropped when it was like, if this was the list. She's definitely protected. My ex was like, is that even? Is she just that Ghislaine Maxwell that we saw with the dark hair and the nose and stuff? Is she even the Ghislaine Maxwell? Or is she at that level of conducting things, orchestrating a very organized system of traffic trade? Is she not just the fall guy? Like this goddamn Tim Lesnar situation. People involved, you're doing wrong. What's his name? Robert NG. The fall guy. Conrad Murray. The fall guy. And don't nobody care about no fall guy. Don't nobody care about no clone. Because let me tell you this. I don't think Jeffrey Epstein is dead. Some people I don't think are dead. Jeffrey Epstein knew enough people. I mean, you watch a couple shows and you just see, and art imitates life, and that's what I'll say about that, and that's how I'll put that. To see that all I need, first of all, you would have Jeffrey Epstein level conducted business like that. You don't have people. You got images of people with their pants down. You got images with things where they shouldn't be, with people they shouldn't be with. There's nothing for me to grab a cadaver, okay, from the college, from the this, from the that, from the thing, or whatever. Drop that in the cell. Okay, the DNR, exactly. Somebody come in, look like me, they got gray hair, they're 6'3", 180, 210 pounds. The Beehive has someone there. We're not doing no autopsy. We're not running no prints. We're not doing nothing like that. That's him. Bag him, tag him, write the report, boom. Because let me tell you this, we talk about these celebrities and these bodies. Beyonce, people just don't know nothing. People don't think Beyonce got her work done. People don't think Beyonce wear wigs. And the people out here not thinking Beyonce wear wigs, and I just can't even have a conversation with you. Okay. There is work. There is a great plastic surgeon in your area. Okay. the owners of Victoria's Secret got relationships with everybody. That's the Arnauds. But there's a great plastic surgeon in your area. There's amazing plastic surgeons in LA, because that's where most people are very image conscious. There's an outstanding plastic surgeon in Russia. Just because people are more committed and meticulous about their works out east. But there is a phenomenally, exceptionally precise and effective plastic surgeon that was sought out. He's not American. Not American. He works for the Alphabet Boys. Anyone. Primarily the CIs and the A's. And, KGB, I don't know, all the, the Alphabet Boys, things like that. Transform people's faces, harboring cells and things like that, for that sort of situation. So to say Jeffrey Epstein got a new face, it's not far-fetched. If Jeffrey Epstein done shipped out, flew out, and covered up presidents, princes, executives, CEOs, billionaires, trillionaires, you don't think he can't make one call? The one guy on TikTok said he got a friend in, he just, I don't know what he does, but he got the money, whatever. Got a friend, Berlin or some shit like that. He called his friend in Berlin, said, I need the flight in 6 hours. He sends a jet. Boom. Jet may seem supposed to some surgery, but at that level of involvement with the people that you have done these things with, that you have provided this level of, this intimate relationship with, it's nothing. Because there's nothing there's nothing for that man to send a flight, his jet, to wherever that man is, with enough notice. Send a jet to that man. That's the reality of it. In the same vein of, you have to just understand it to get it. Beyonce spent $145,000 on the wig. Hate to bring it up, but I mean, whatever. You could say many things. $145,000 on a wig. If you never blew $1,000 on yourself, you have no idea how somebody could spend. You can't fathom that. And if people hold on to the law so passionately like they do religion, then you can't think that somebody like Jeffrey Epstein would be able to wiggle his way out of that. Ain't you ever watched 24? Ain't you ever watched Prison Break? Ain't you ever watched Blacklist? Ain't you ever watched Blacklist? No. And then to hang himself, because I just don't. Because the thing with Jeffrey Epstein was, well, I hung himself out because he didn't snitch on nothing. Everything came out after the fact. Thank you. I think I got this at the Five Below. Things came out. He didn't come out and was like, oh, I'll sing, I'll snitch on everybody. Nobody like Jeffrey Epstein had been doing the things that he done so long, gonna break to the point it's like, I'll snitch on it. If your neighbor ain't gonna tell the police where you at, your neighbor, because there's no snitching, let's talk in the hood where people not even gonna open the door for them. Jeffrey Epstein ain't about to get behind handcuffs. He's gonna wait his time. And when he makes his call, he gonna place a number that's been long established for just such an occasion. Another call's gonna be made. Another call's gonna be made. A cadaver gonna be scooped up, and this man done hung himself. Because what else can you do in prison? You can hang yourself. I think what you call it was hung too, right? Sandra Bland. too many government, everybody, Michelle and Barack are on the list. Granted, I won't say that everybody that went to his, I don't know. That's the thing, guilty by association. Everybody who on the list was into the things and needed a person of a particular age. And I would like, speaking of the double standard, speaking of double standard, I hate the idea that it's just women out here being trafficked. The young boys are being trafficked because we just got finished saying how people in high places like what they like, and most of them don't like the snatch. They don't care what the age is of a snatch. Now the kids did, the little male is different, but that's the thing. That's the double standard with women. Because Oprah did what needed to be done. Oprah did what needed to be done long ago. What exactly that was, I'm not exactly sure. Who she screwed, and somebody told me to do a deep dive on Oprah, and the Lord gonna put it on my heart, and I will. But it's just so much. It's just so much going on. But for Oprah to own the Oprah show and not have found herself in a situation like Whitney Houston, who didn't write and own anything, or Wendy Williams, who don't own the name the Wendy Williams did. She did something long ago. What that was, I'm not exactly sure. Who her dad was, for sure, I don't know. Who her mother procured, I'm not exactly sure, I don't know. That radio station that she was at, I like to think, but I told you guys this before. We want to, in this current climate, we want to applaud women who hold high positions. But in this current climate, in the climate that has been, women who hold a position have done things, questionable things, that the women that applaud them for holding that position for would no longer applaud them for. Hillary and Kamala imprisoned black people through and through. I would love to know what Maxine Waters did for her to have held the position that she holds. Oprah to have ownership over $1 billion business so that she can go anywhere and do anything with that name, and then get some streets named after her, and then put people on. Now that's the thing too. Put people on and use your show as a marketing tool. I always bring up that instance with Jennifer Hudson, where she wanted Jennifer Hudson to go to Texas or something like that, and it was like, go to these people, and then you don't have to worry about nothing, or whatever the case may be. And Jennifer didn't go, and that was a big deal. And because people were upset, but then she went on Oprah's show and prostrated herself in front of Oprah and things like that. You know what I mean? And now she's here, that sort of thing. So if you played a role, if you played a part, then you'll be able to have the grace. And that's the thing, because like Oprah will never. I don't know what else you want to do besides Oprah. You know what I'm saying? But Oprah ain't gonna be. We get J-Lo, but everybody has a reason. But like I said, J-Lo she's gonna drop an album, she's gonna drop a movie, she's gonna go on whatever. Beyonce too, I think has the ability to do a lot of things, but she's just the music. That's just what she was created to do. Oprah was, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying about understanding where the people come from. Was Oprah created for this, to even have her ownership? Then you look at somebody like Beyonce, who's like, no, you're not going to pay me this. I'm going to take ownership in this service or this platform that you even want to use me for. Netflix, Coachella, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Now I'm invested. I'm a partner in this thing, which is fine because they make the money. But to give a black woman, that type of ability to become ownership, that in this male-dominated room, I have to consider, I have to question what you did, the sacrifices that you made to hold this type of power. Because in no way, shape, or form do women just grow to the top. Shawnee O'Neal has done the things, whatever she's doing with Shaq, especially looking at how Shaq now is talking about, oh, I own this and I own that and I got the this, and Marilyn Monroe and Playboy and this, and it's just like, Black man, why are you sitting here talking about these things that you own like that? I don't want my kids in the thing. I don't want my kids. I don't give my kids money, and I don't do. Black man, why are you getting up here talking like that? That's that white talk. So Shawnee picked up something. That's why Shawnee did write a book. Whatever she picked that shit up from Shaq. And I want to willing to bet maybe not to write a story on Shawnee, but who Shawnee was, where she came from. You know, that's just my whole angle. But for her to sit here and do these things, even Diddy, to get up here and buy out these other big companies, invest his money, and become the top in a company where I'm sure there are other white men that want to. Now I'm not saying now. I'm pretty sure Diddy didn't use all of his money. I'm sure he got the finances and finance and things like that, because that's still silly. And watching TikTok, you know, you don't use your money to make big moves. So whatever possible, but he becomes the face of that. Don't think that it's not somebody this color right behind his damn shoulder talking about, no, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Even with Oprah owning the show, it's not somebody like, okay, no, we're not going to do that. And that's what somebody said. That's what that comedian said. He was on Big Boy show. He was like, you know, Kanye spilling the beans, and you know what spilling the beans means? Telling the truth. Nobody says spilling the beans and the person is lying. He said he got up there and spilled the beans. What he said was, which is my whole thing, because I tell you, Kanye is not lying. Again, we talk about Kanye, but Kanye not lying. But he's devastated in the sense that, like the guy said, the comedian, I forget his name. Kanye wanted to be accepted and did the things that he thought would get him a golden gilded seat at the table, but then soon realized that he was simply still working for the people that he vied for so much acceptance from. And this is where we are right here. Most people are liken that statement to Michelle when she came into Destiny's Child. Just a simple girl from, I don't know where Michelle is from. Where Michelle from, y'all? Simple girl, simple town with a good voice. She said, I came into Destiny's Child, I had no expectations, I just saw into where my place was. That's that. She allowed herself to be used and has endured more than any of the girls. Allowed herself to be used as a vessel for the cause and the purpose of what Destiny's Child provided, still to this day. She didn't come in with her own expectations. I'm gonna out-sing Beyonce. I'm gonna do like the other girls did. Is she? I think she's from Chicago. Right. She came in. She said, "I'm gonna sing the songs like y'all want me to sing them. I might not learn the dance moves because I've never been coordinated. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. But she been in the thing because the best hooks. They gave her that much. You know what I'm saying? And Kelly was just ingrained. That was how Kelly was raised. Kelly was raised to be. I don't want to call Kelly a psychic. I like Kelly. But if I call her a psychic, don't mean I don't like her. How about that? So, and that's just that, because Beyonce was the intention. Justin Timberlake was the intention. Bobby Brown, Patti LaBelle. You know what I'm saying? It's Diana Ross. His intention to bring the breakout stars. The intention to build things around people. Everybody except like a TLC had a breakout star. You know. Left Eye was breaking out, but in a different way. They had to silence her. Ain't no way my four-wheel drive down in Honduras. I'm gonna flip my damn car. It just don't make sense. And then die. It wasn't like the car blew up. It looked like it just flipped over. Some people, there's 1,000 ways to die. But like, come on now. She would have blew the thing off the whole thing. And the thing is, the difference between her and Kanye West is she wasn't worried about being accepted. She didn't have no kids. She burnt a man's house down. She felt slighted. With Dr. Sebi, she was getting too open. Burnt her man's house down. She felt slighted. Ran up in the damn the record company because they wasn't getting paid right. Lisa was going to shake the party up, down, to the ground. Like that man, she was gonna burn it like that man's house. She had to go. So when we look at people like Oprah, when we look at people like Jennifer Hudson, when we look at people like Kamala Harris, when we look at people like Maxine Waters, even the white women too. The white women either come from, and that's probably the black women too. Because I seen a TikTok video too. The black lady was saying, now she wasn't a loose cannon, and I think that's the way to place it. But it's titles, but the black lady was saying, she said there are as many white millionaires, billionaires. There's just as many black ones, but we're invisible. Like I said about Corey, people think, oh, Corey, the big-hipped, bald, black man can't be the one putting people on and making people realize things and influence and change. They definitely conform. And they don't want to make noise. But as a Haystar, as a, and that's the thing, conformity, complacency, and a quiet lifestyle. And if that's what the people want to do, I get that. Because it's like, why bring so much attention to myself when I'm not trying to, everybody's not a role model. Everybody's definitely not a martyr. No, I'm not trying to stand on no soapbox and make people understand that black people are rich too, because you want to know why I'm rich and I'm fine. I buy my land, my kids go to school. They get a job in the private sector. We good. I'm going to die. I'm going to have a nice little funeral. They're going to put me up on a mantle. We good. And that's okay. But I think the takeaway is that we out here. And we not out here at a disadvantage because that's what they want us to believe. Again, the problem is not with person all good. The problem is not with the person well, no, I don't think that's. I'm going to say the problem is not with the person that's quiet. We have to pay attention to the people that are up in our faces, making. I don't know, because then that sounds like left eye. I don't think I'm saying what I'm saying there. But I stand on the fact of, pardon me, I stand on the fact of understanding that any woman, and I won't say any black man. Because if you're not white, you had to have gone through a white channel. You had to have gone through a white channel, even in your job. Before you go up to the up and the up and the up. It's somebody white there, and I love the white people. I don't have no problems with white people. I'm definitely not racist. I have no business. But I'm a realist, pragmatic. It's a channel. And you go through the channels. You want to know why? Because they created the space for you to even participate in. And they placed somebody there. And he like Clarence Avant, black man. Black cause he puts black people on just like Oprah tried to put Jennifer Hudson in a compromising situation. That's what Clarence Avant did, all for the bottom line of a white man. Clive Davis. But when he says he has everything that he wants, he doesn't want anything else unless he lives like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. How you liken your unique lifestyle to these white men? Granted, he know more about these white men than he will ever let on. I think that's why they killed Jacqueline. Ever let on. But whatever, if they say Bill Gates, the director of the CIA, so unless he has that level of influence, yeah, so maybe that's the thing. But for this black man to be surrounded by these black people, Babyface, and Barry Gordy, and Quincy Jones, and Jamie Foxx, and all this stuff, you're like, I'm all right unless I live like this white man. That's problematic. That's problematic. And Delmonte stuff. I think I was saying that too when the last time I was on here. Not the last time I was on here. I was on here talking about, the black experience. You can't have that expectation of this is what I want. This is what I'm out of it after this. So this is the only way I'll accept it. When there's different ways. There's different ways to express and live out your success. How you gain money is not going to be how somebody else did it. How you spend it is not going to be how somebody else spent it. That sort of thing. So you can't say, oh, well, I do this, I'll do that, and I'll look like, then I'll have that. Because then what they say? You never find happiness when you're always putting it in something else. And if he ain't happy with all the lives that he changed and the things that he's done, whether good or bad, including his daughters, good and bad with the daughter and the son, because the son's struggling, meanwhile the daughter, married to the owner of Netflix, it used to equate in your life, well, it's not as good until I live like this. Like, that's not it. Inner peace, right? And it usually does come down to money, and that's cliche. The money is the root of all evil. Period. Goes back to one of my pillars. If it's about the community, you stay focused on the community. Don't nobody need $1. And then we sit here. People have spent all these monies. People spend all of this money on these designers, however that quantifies them, whatever they get from that. Like, I like nice things, okay? I like a nice dinner, I like a nice item, I like nice finishes, soft closed drawers, you know what I mean? But that, I don't find happiness or peace in that. That's just a preference. But to go out of your way, like I say, what's the sense of having a Range Rover and driving it to a job that you hate? You are now more indebted to that job to maintain the things. Granted, you may like it, but you like what that provides to you more than what you actually get out of driving a Range Rover, because it's a bitch to fill up, and the goddamn parts is expensive as hell. But at the red light, somebody like, oh, you're pretty. Range Rover looks so great. Yeah, but I'm struggling. That's not that. Balenciaga, people spend all this money on these damn clothes. Every damn, from H&M to Balenciaga. And H&M is down. Especially comparing it to like Balenciaga. But people going out of their way to support these brands that don't do anything for your community or literally you as an individual. Not one single fucking thing. Not one single fucking thing. And the thing is, that people not even buying so much high quality things that it even has any resale value. Got the nerve to want to talk about a goddamn Birkin bag. You buy an official Birkin bag, you could sell it the next day for probably more than what you bought for. A Birkin bag, not just any Hermes bag, a Birkin bag or a Kelly bag, something like that. But that's elite status, and that's for the people that got it, not for any other. Listen, if you can't afford a Gucci wristlet, a Birkin bag ain't even in the stars, okay? But that's not me. What I'm saying is like the resale value of true, actual investments. People out here, people, whatever, $300 on some fucking sweater, $400 something on the boots or whatever, things like that. It's like, to do what? To go where? And it depends on the lifestyle. Because I said, how people spend money, it all depends on where they at. Now we out in Dubai, moving in and shaking, and that holds too style and how you put things together. Because I'm not saying out in Dubai, granted they got a little money, Qatar they got a little money, but also too you look at those people from Asia, Dubai, and things like that, very plain, very fine finishes. I mean, they're not wearing Piggly Wiggly things or things from the damn Rosses. Maybe they are. But they're not out here parading the items that they do have on. They're not out here trying to look like they're not, definitely not walking out of here out there. And that's why I hate watching, even though I just watched one of her videos last night, they just, you could just, the nouveau riche to the 10,000th degree. Be love. That chain, that car, every piece of clothing she got on got a damn label on it. Cooking in Balenciaga in a Burberry hoodie. My Philip Klein sneakers. I don't know what she does with her money outside of doing things like who? The seafood lady from YouTube. I don't know what she does with her money and whether she does, and that's, but it's so disgusting. And what's worse is that husband. They're gonna get me for hateful speech. I don't know. I'm just being real. What's worse is that husband, when he is literally, now he might, I think he does the logistics of her business, managing and making sure things are how they need to be. But when you 50 something years old and you tuck in your pants inside behind your belt to show off that gaudy belt, what does somebody say? It's jeans. I think I was watching Deadpool, and he said it's a pair of jeans. It's not a chandelier. Like, why do you have all those jewels on your damn pants? You 50 years old. Like I said, I don't know how you spend your money. It's how you spend your money. You do things how you do your things. But you obviously doing this to look good for somebody. You sit up in this marriage and the things like that. This ain't too much impressing. You get you a nice fresh haircut every week. You know what I'm saying? Keep your nails clean. Fresh pair of kicks, whatever. But to have all these labels plastered and things like that, let me tell you this, when I make it big, this is going to be a beautiful home. I'm going to be in some really simple clothes, very chic, nice pants, sweater, probably custom things. I like a custom thing. But I'm definitely not going to be parading around here on some damn, you're not going to catch me in a Balenciaga thing. Let me tell you this, just like when this is my after show, y'all. You have to remember the after show because I can't play these things back. Not giving in. Because that's not what I promote, or that's not even the lifestyle that I encourage. That's not a lifestyle that I aspire to be in. And that's not what I encourage you to do, because that does nothing for nobody. Promoting these brands, I done spent $1,200, $4,000 on a Balenciaga outfit. 2 months later, Balenciaga out here, whatever they did with the kids, whatever they did, I don't know. Or Gucci want to put a black boy in a monkey suit, whatever. Now what? $4,000 out on an outfit that's not even going to give me the recognition I bought it for. You didn't buy it for $4,000 because it's made to find things and you feel good in it. You got to spend $30, $40 to get it dry cleaned every time you wear it. You bought it because you want somebody to look at you like, oh, that's Balenciaga. For a nice house and amazing. And then, as I've gotten older, and thank God for TikTok, because I didn't think about debt. Let me tell you. Not debt, credit. I didn't think about really credit. Hey, T Mal? No? Hey, Anna. I didn't think about credit or anything like that. And it's really a big thing. And because you need good credit so that you don't have to use your money. And that's what they could teach kids in the school. That alone, school system. Definitely paying that for. And that's what I'm saying about be love. She done got this money, and it's like, okay, you have these people watching you, these young kids and stuff like that. If you wear these things, then they'll aspire to cook in a fucking Burberry. Child, in the summertime, I don't cook in nothing. And if the temperature's right in the house, I'm still not cooking in nothing. I don't need to cook in it. I'm definitely not cooking in a damn Burberry. It's nice to cook in clothes so your grease and stuff don't pop on you. But even still, I'm not cooking in my nice sweater from fucking Marshall's. So it's not about wanting to cook in a damn thing. And honestly, anything you see does it first. And that's what I said about Skims. That's what I said about Skims and all these other, brands. That's what I said about Skims and Yitty. I don't know how much Yitty is. I'm not even exactly sure how Skims is. But I'm pretty sure they made in the same damn manufacturer. In the same manufacturer. Same factory, same country. Same people, same things. You get these shoes in these shirts and things like that. Now, granted, that's the thing about a Birkin bag, the items, and maybe you are getting a pair of boots with genuine leather. But that's just a simple switch up of one product from the same stitching, the same machine, the same people that made the shit that they about to put out at the damn Marshalls. But no, that's Marshalls. I can't do it. They both get good reviews. Yitty and Skims. It's made by the same thing. But they market one for the skinny people because now Kim is skinny now. And now watch out for the big girls. We're gonna keep Lizzo up in there. You think Lizzo could come down to Monique's size? You think she could do that? Granted, she looked like she is coming in and you know, forming up or whatever. But you think she could come down to Monique's size? Absolutely not. Is that something she wants to do? Who knows? But if she chose to do it, if she said, you know what? Like Adele. And Adele was just like, I think Adele's thing was, you know, you'll look better. And they want to make Adele look better because now, I love Adele, but this new album don't got all the album, it don't even really got the hits like the first one did, like the first couple ones did. So now it's like, okay, let's do the whole Instagram model look. And that's what she's giving. And Magic at the damn shows. The time and the place, and it's the season and the reason for what the people do. But if Lizzo today with Yitty and everything like that and all this big girl stuff was lean, Lizzo wasn't even, listen, the young flute playing Melissa it's just not, it's just this character or whatever, and that's just where we are with that. But like I said too, they want to give Lizzo, make sure Lizzo is so widely accepted and liked and stuff like that. What has Lizzo sacrificed to be? And that's the thing. It's like that's not the conversation. If you didn't come from a broken home with a daddy who wasn't there, then you lost. You know, I was thinking was it earlier today? Like, who the hell did Britney Spears? Did anybody die around Britney Spears? Because that's very much so like Beyonce. Artists just created to work the music. And besides the conservatorship, you know, Britney was doing all right. Besides, like, you know, the MK Ultra and whatever, all that stuff is what really turned the corner for her, career-wise, life-wise. But, you know, she was, and even still today, you know, Britney is, you know, the moment, you know. Was the moment, is the moment, you know. She's historic. But what did she have to do to get to where she is? Even to come out as, you know, a solo artist and hit the ground running the way that she did. Who was, I mean, honestly, you know, Britney got the beats and we got the right writers, lots of black writers, to write the songs, put the songs together, and do the things. But I mean, she don't dance like Beyonce. She don't dance like Beyonce or Sierra, and she don't sing like Adele or Jessie J. You know, so let's just, you know. Why? Why her? Why Britney? Why Christina? Why Lizzo? And when they are, not Britney is crazy. Tab, that's not what I want to see at all. You said this is something right there. No, it ain't gonna be nothing right with her. As Britney wasn't even famous as long. Hold on. Britney wasn't even as famous as long as she was suppressed. Okay, Britney been suppressed 15 years. She was famous for 6, maybe. So no, she's not gonna be right. To know that she did the things she did, the historic making and all the things and the accomplishments and things and the things and the things and the things and to be a part of a lifestyle and then to be completely removed from that and then kept on a leash like that, like her, Britney, when Wendy said death to them all, and Wendy was off the show shortly after that. That was a big thing, and even still now here we are, very much so Beyonce in the sense that that dad and that mom was there, but that dad was he was a part of the things. Now, well, let's not talk about those. I mean, let's not talk about like what's going on now, because right now, I mean, she's just not right. No, she's not right. She ain't been in the right circumstance, the right situation. Now when you talk about Jessica Simpson, first of all, she did a lot of things right. Jessica Simpson was on the front lines of reality TV too. She did reality TV on a more intimate relationship thing. That was Jessica. Had the songs. She even got her good movie role where she became Daisy Duke, right? Then she fucked around and got with the fashion people and did the shoes. Now Jessica Simpson is a $1 billion woman. But what the hell is Jessica Simpson going through right now? All Disney kids. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. The Disney. That's exactly right. Exactly right. How could I forget? Justin, Brittany, Christina. Justin, all right. I think, you know, in his, I mean, you know, he was sealed the deal, whatever that was with Janet Jackson. And it's Jessica struggling about, I mean, whatever it is. Hi, I'm Jessica Simpson. Y'all seen the video? That Jessica Simpson is not the same Jessica Simpson in my other video where I say she related to fucking Tracy Ellis Ross. That's not the same woman. I don't even think Jessica could do fucking interviews. For her to go back and forth in that Jessica Simpson business the way that she did, to sell it and then buy it all back completely. How do we get there? How do you have the wherewithal to do that, but you can't stay off the bottom? And that is the whole internal battle of celebrity and fame and all these things, because it's like, you think Jessica Simpson has $1 billion business with the shoes, and I'm pretty sure Jessica's not in there, we'll make the heel like this with a thing like that and a thing like that. She got the good people, some good designers from like Jimmy Choo, I think, or something like that. And they said, Jessica, here's the designs, things like this. Which ones you like, which ones you don't like? And she click, booms, and she does the things. And she puts, the shoes get put out, she makes the bank, she pays the people, and that's just that. I don't think she puts too much energy inside Jessica Simpson's shoes. But that's what I'm saying about, they place you in this box. What if Jessica Simpson never wanted to fucking sell shoes, and now she's living a miserable fucking life because maybe she wanted to be the artist that Britney was. You know what I mean? Christina, and things like that. You know? So that's the thing to consider. What they present to us is that, oh, she should be happy. She has a successful business, and she's got making these billions of dollars from these shoes that everybody's buying. Listen, let me tell you, everybody buying Jessica Simpson shoes. Fucking, when Heavenly did her behind the scenes for the show, she had some damn Jessica Simpson shoes sitting on the damn rack. Jessica could be miserable all the while. That's why she's drinking. Because that's not what she wanted to do. But she can't do nothing else. Cut to what I was saying about these celebrities like Leona Lewis and even the Jessie J's and things like this. It's like, girl, you could go, always had good shoes, always, from day one. You could go, Jessie J, the singers, you could headline Carnegie Hall, you could headline so many things on your own merit and get you 20 shit. If Jocelyn Hernandez, T.S. Madison, a housewife like Nene getting like $20,000 for a walkthrough, $50,000 for a walkthrough a night, Now you living within your means and no, you don't need no $22 million palatial estate in Beverly Hills and the handbags, right? And Jessica probably not even the fashion, obviously not in them days Dukes like that. Never was a fashion girl, and that's why I thought it was so surprising, but there she was. But you come in that they come in that from just them walking through, not even coming to sing, and you live a model lifestyle. You want to say, oh, I just want to sing it. There's nothing for you to get out here and sing and sustain yourself in your talents, because all you want to do is fucking sing. So that when these girls don't go out and do these types of things, we're not talking about not just I just want to sing. And we're not talking about people with the freedom and the ability to just go out and do these things. Especially when girls like that easily come together. All right, Jessica, get on the phone with Leona Lewis, and then get on the phone with JoJo. Let's just say off the top of my head, girls like that. And I'm sure there's many other girls. Girl, on Sunday nights, we're going to do these things. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do the R&B. We're going to do a little jazz. We're going to do a little thing. Thank you. I'm on Upwork. Maybe one day they're going to get me for children's books. That's a good space, children's books. But we're gonna do a little jazz. We're gonna do a little thing. We're gonna do a little thing. We're gonna give them a little show. They don't do that. We're dealing with something bigger here. No, you don't always need no album. People just want to browse. People just want to download some shit. Eggs, bacon, grits, sausage. All people want to do is download that little piece right there. You know, you can download that on your phone. We talked years ago. Remember that eggs, bacon, grits, sausage? I don't know. I ain't any sausage. You know, that sort of thing. You do the one little cute little clip to song thing. You got the voices. Anybody who likes a good singer needs a good run. You give me a good run, I'm gonna run that thing down, and I'm gonna always want to run that you ran in that song. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. And that's what we talk about with these girls from here, but they don't do that. Granted, they don't be strung out here looking crazy and cutting up like these iconic ones do. Ari Lennox shut the show down at the damn at the Soul Train Awards. Beautiful, vivacious performance. Ari Lennox don't want to sing for the goddamn people, but they have roped her in, and she's fallen for it longer than India.Arie did. But I don't think we're gonna have Ari Lennox long in the main stage. But whatever this ushering of R&B back into the mainstream music is whatever they want to do, they definitely need Ari Lennox for that. Without a shadow of a doubt. Carrie Hilson too. Her greatest hits, lots of things. Songs she's written for other people. You know, Coco Jones. I didn't really like that, what I saw. But if the people liked it, I loved it. I don't know. But Coco, if Ari tapping out, then that's Coco's place to step right on in. I mean, to a white person, they look the same. You know. But I didn't. What she gave didn't do. She trying too hard. Ari just got up on that mic and she did the hands, but that voice never faltered. She did the thing, but that voice never faltered. Okay, she didn't give a fuck about a move, but she hit her marks. But that voice never faltered, and that's the grace that's the it factor they want. Coco Jones gonna go and get the body done. She's gonna get the wigs and the things. Ari said, wash my hair, put it up in the thing, give me a cute little form-fitting dress. I'm not getting no boob. I'm not putting no big bra on. I'm not getting no. Let me sing the song. Make sure the temperature is right. She probably is like that, like Like Aretha Franklin said, I needed 80 degrees in here. And the thing about Coco is you can't do too much. You can't be too much. Coco is prettier than Beyonce. And she can sing. And she can act. And I say prettier than Beyonce in the sense that people think Beyonce is this beautiful thing. I do think Beyonce is an attractive woman. But Coco is gorgeous. You can't be gorgeous and sing well and act decently. You know what I'm saying? You can't do all these things. That's why J-Lo, who does not sing well, but I mean, she didn't even start doing all, well, you know, there was the people behind her and whatever the intention is, whatever the case may be. But like I said, it seems like they just keep Coco on standby, ushering the thing. And even still, where does Coco Jones even fit in when they finally do let Chloe Bailey release that damn album? Where's she fit in it? And that's what they always show, this unity of the girls is the Coco Jones and is the Chloe Bailey, and then the other girl, they want to, you know, show the unity and things like that. But what's it called? Nuggets to chips to dips. Coco Jones, stunning compared to Chloe Bailey. Chloe Bailey sing that girl under the White House bunker, okay? Oh, Naija. You know, I like the Queen Naija's, and I like you know, the LMAs and the things and the girls like that. That's not the one I'm talking about. I like those girls. Those are the girls we have before we get to Coco Jones and the things like that, and we've got more from them than we get from, you know, Chloe Bailey, besides what Chloe did with her sister. And that's just that. Maybe there's just the staples, you know what I'm saying? They're the, I don't know, like the Mary J's to the game, you know what I'm saying? And however far those things go, because I'm still of the belief that girl that was peeing on R. Kelly could be SZA, her, and we don't know, you know what I'm saying? So the girls could be the girls that have already been a part of the game, and now is their time, and they do provide something. They set the tone for something. But when it comes to opening up this new wave of these chocolate girls or more melanated girls, there's going to be, you know, whatever this back and forth is. I'm not exactly sure. SZA, Coco Jones, Ari Lennox, Summer Walker. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing with? What are we doing? What are we getting to? Summer Walker going through these things pregnant. Summer Walker don't got no business. Don't got no business being pregnant. Don't got no business. You sitting there doing these things. If Wendy left her son in Honduras to get back to the show, you sitting there trying to put out these albums. You got work to do. There's a space for you. You know. And that's the thing with SZA. Every song sounds the same. You know, likely Summer Walker too, but Summer Walker gets you. I mean, I'm into the words more of Summer Walker than I am with SZA. And that's just, you know, that's the space that they have. The people speak to things like that. People enjoy Jill Scott over Erykah Badu, or vice versa. Somebody's taken Lauryn Hill over Missy. Somebody, you know, and vice versa. So that option of the opportunity for options presents itself in those girls. How they all exist together, I don't know. But if that, like I said, if that's the reason behind, if that's the intention to push out this resurgence of R&B, considering the R&B that I grew up on, I'm open to it, and I welcome it. I welcome it. But you know, how much are we gonna get, and how long is it gonna be, and when are we gonna get there? Sis is putting out the picture, the album, the visual. She got the girl Nevaeh will do the eye looks. That was so nice. You know, people getting what's due, and that's definitely good of her. But over a chicken salad. But that just blows. And I'm not being a hater. Maybe I am. Maybe I do sound hater. I don't know. But it's just the dumbest thing. Just like the Gorilla Glue, just the dumbest thing. What do you mean? Did I see Portia sweating? You know, that's just where we are. What do you mean? Did I see Portia sweating? You know, that's just where we are. That's what they have, and that's what they're giving us, and tempering it. However, like Chloe's supposed to have dropped the album in July. How does Chloe drop an album singing better than her mentor and still sell? But at the same time, I don't. Well, yeah, still sell. And even too, I might consider the idea that Saweetie probably know damn well she ain't selling nothing because she don't be out here with the music. You know what I mean? Not like Glorilla is. You know what I mean? Marketing. So it's just like oh girl, I don't want to be like Saweetie. You know what I'm saying? So I'll wait or some shit like that. You know what I mean? That makes sense? Hold on. Hey. You know, I'm gonna keep it pragmatic. I think that's the word. I got to keep it. I got to keep it honest. And then, I mean, like I said, to think Beyonce don't wear wigs, it's foolish. And to think that she's just now, granted, when she puts in hard work, brand. Every time I click it, it does something. I've been on 4 hours and 20 minutes chatting with the collective and the Lux gang. It's foolish to think that she don't sit here and wear wigs. You can't be blind to the fact you think her hair is that good. That it's just like that. And you also can't be blind to the fact you think because she do hard work. But everybody does hard work. Let's do Kim, B, J-Lo, very hard workers. But vocally, she's not the best. And dance-wise, if don't nobody come in there and show her something, she's not going to be able to create something for herself. Thank you, my love. When we look at people like Sierra, who else dance? And that's the thing about Sierra. And it's so funny. Thank you for your support and your love. You know, we talked about Sierra months ago, and now look at Sierra just out and about and into things. And that's just the ebbs and flows. I'm not saying I call out everything, but if it's discussed here, it comes to pass. Janet. I don't think Janet is a dancer either. Pick up that choreography and she gonna do the things. And somebody like, you know, the Chris Browns, the Omarions and things like that. Because if Beyonce get up there and sing, she not gonna get up. Well, granted, she's singing, she don't want to dance and do the voice, whatever. Tiana Taylor, I think she might be able to put something more together, something more organic and a dance move than say Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? And if you gave Tiana Taylor that Beyonce support in pushing out albums, choreography, the vocal coaching and things like that, there's no way that Tiana Taylor, who I still think is a great artist, can't be as big as somebody like Beyonce. Granted, now I like what Tiana's doing. Producing, she's got her, you know what I'm saying, she's got her fans, the followers, people support her. I like Tiana Taylor and I'm down for whatever she does. I do think she's a product of the culture, she's a product of the industry, you know what I mean? But everybody is. Everybody is. I say that to say, sometimes it's not as authentic as I wish it would be, especially when she got with Iman, and she got with Iman, and now they're doing the things, and they're just doing the things to keep themselves doing things. And granted, they're good at it. They're good at it, and they look good doing it. But when Tiana was in the Skims ad, I was like, all right, hold on. And ever since Kanye's video, when she morphed into the beast, and, we're just not talking about some girl from around the way. And also too, we're gonna look at her history and how her mother was involved in the industry, raised that girl. You know what I'm saying? Put that girl in the right places, put that girl in the right situation, gave the girl information to do, to be moldable and to do what is expected of her. And that's just what she's doing, which is great, because we reap the benefits. We reap the benefits of those things. But like I said about Zendaya, will we ever know who the hell Zendaya is if she's not sitting there always trying to affect something? She out here strung out on drugs in a TV show, but then every time you see she's so, and which is great, because like I said, she gets the look, she does the things. Training Junior up to be the same exact way. My delivery is here. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting my Walmart order. Y'all know how passionate I am about my Walmart. Maybe I read the message wrong. Oh, sorry, I'm premature. Hey Nika Evans, welcome. Yes, tomorrow morning. Yes. What else was I saying? Zendaya raising the kids up. Zendaya. We just get we get this Hollywood all-star. But the role, like, what's next? She plays these sad roles. I'm just thinking, besides, she's a Disney girl too. Not creative. She's definitely a talent, and there's nothing wrong with that. My problem is the emphasis and energy that we put into these things, or also the fact that these people, and it's a little empathy, and the fact that these people come out here, like I said with Jessica Simpson. Jessica probably don't care about no goddamn shoes and purses. She's not the superstar commanded money on tours and selling out Ticketmaster, breaking Ticketmaster like she would probably prefer to do. Zendaya, great actress, definitely gets the point out in the roles. She delivers the looks. She does the things. Chicken of the sea, Thank you. Heron is a classic. And, that sort of thing. But it's trying to prove to us things like when Zendaya is sitting at home. Now, granted, we all have our downtime and stuff like that. But Zendaya definitely seemed like the girl, like, wash her hair, let it air dry, put on her glasses, and throw the sweats on and stuff like that, and that just be that. Are we ever gonna see that? Maybe she got the hands, maybe she don't. Are we ever gonna see that? Yeah, listen, I don't mind Zendaya. We're just looking for a little authenticity. That's the thing. We're never allowed to see people's authenticity. That's what I like about this too, growing in this way, especially to the Lux gang that have gotten in on the ground floor of greatness here. Elizabeth, When I do get the soft closed drawers and the stainless steel double door French door things, and I got a French lock, and I don't, I don't need it too big now. Maybe if I get a dog, I might need more space. You know, that sort of thing. You gonna understand and see. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate when it's up, and wait for me to get comfortable. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. If not, set the standard, and even sit here and talk about, my experiences being gay, all those things, you know what I'm saying? Or even like the versatility of doing the makeup and the things and, cooking and stuff like that. Like, you guys have been exposed to everything, so nothing is going to come as a shock. Nothing would be a shock because it's like, oh, London's always been that way. London has done these things. And I don't think we allow those bigger celebrities that same grace. Definitely dominant. Alpha female. She don't look like the type to want to be, she don't give me damsel in distress at all. Birkenstock